Premier League insider David Ornstein. David, let's begin at the top with Liverpool. You broke the news recently in goal that Alisson would be out until at least mid-November, but this is a side that's lost back-to-back times. They're not used to that, so there's frustration beyond just the injuries. What's the latest at Anfield?
Yeah, I'll start with Alisson, Paul, because that is a really big blow for them. Not for the first time he's out. It's a hamstring issue. And we think, it's our understanding, around 6 weeks. So maybe we won't see him back in action until after the November international break. If that's the case, he's looking at missing games against the likes of Chelsea, Man United, Real Madrid and Manchester City. But there's an able deputy in Mamardashvili, so it'll be his chance to step up to the plate. Elsewhere in defence, there's obviously issues at the fullbacks, Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving and different options playing there. It's taking a while, it seems, for Kerkez to settle in on the left, which is understandable. But a lot of conversation about the middle. Virgil van Dijk, he's still imperious, but he is 34 now. Ibrahima Konate, maybe not at his top form, it's fair to say. Gio Leone suffering an ACL rupture and he's had to undergo surgery. And then Joe Gomez, who almost left on deadline day. In fact, it shows why Liverpool declined to let him go, because they really needed him in that goalkeeper, in that centre-back unit. They tried for Mark Guehi, it collapsed on deadline day. And I think Liverpool would go back in for him in the summer of 2026. I'm not expecting him to leave Crystal Palace in January. Actually, I'm not expecting Liverpool to go for a centre-back in January as things stand. Of course, these things could change, but I don't think it's a plan. But they won't have a clear run at Guehi because there's going to be competition perhaps from the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. On Konate, that's a really interesting topic because there have been reports he's rejected a new contract. Of course, he's into his final 12 months. I don't think it's so much a rejection, maybe more of a stalemate or a lack of an agreement, basically. But I'm told talks are active, they're ongoing, but nothing is close just yet. Suggestions he's on around £70,000 a week. I'm told it's more than double that. So he would want a really good contract, deservedly, you could say, going into the highest bracket of earners. But that's something they need to sort out. It could be affecting the team. So could Szoboszlai moving from midfield to right back to accommodate Wirtz. Wirtz taking a fair amount of time to settle in. And also Salah not being at the best of his form. And also, of course, Alexander Isak needing to find his fitness before getting up to full speed. But Liverpool are top of the league by 2 points. It's a good position to be in. Maybe expectations have shifted after a summer of heavy recruitment compared to the first summer under Arne Slot, where they didn't spend much, but they did so well. Now I think Liverpool fans want to see them go and make that impact in the Champions League, domestic cups, and of course maybe retain that Premier League title.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long, and for even more Premier League content from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.